Both Ophelia and James Ibsen each respectively have a book and a newspaper in hand. They read in silence by the fireplace. Dolly enters the house and into the living room, slumped and showing tiredness from a full day at university. Dolly passes by her parents and towards her room.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Hi, honey. How was school? Do you need help with anything?
Hi, so. Hi, sweetie. Did either of you see the appraised value of this gibberish of a painting? It is worth $1.3 million. That money could quite literally save hundreds, if not thousands, of lives they put in the line of medicine. Worldviews are so skewed nowadays.
It was good. Now I'm just tired. I'm gonna go to my room.
Okay, honey. Dinner will be on the table at 7 p.m. Scene 2. Dolly's art studio on campus. Dolly is painting and lost in her thoughts. Feeling the eerie sense to turn around, she gasped and found a very eccentric-looking woman peering at her work of art.
My goodness, who are you and how long have you been there?
I'm just a mere spectator. I stumbled in here looking for extra chairs. I was told we stored down here.
Oh, the chairs are 2 rooms down the hallway.
I must say, your work is profound.
Really? Thank you. I'm sorry. Are you a professor or?
Why? Yes. Actually, my name is Professor Louise Wasowski, and I oversee our art program here at this university. You have quite the way of making the paintings screen your emotions for you, but I don't recognize you from the program. Are you a new student?
I'm so sorry. I meant no disrespect. I was just surprised someone else came down here. I stumbled upon this place and realized it will serve as a good studio for me to paint, especially since it's practically abandoned. Thank you for your kind words, but I'm a first-year med student. This is just a hobby as my parents don't accept any career other than the medical field. I was even named after my grandma who was a flying nurse during World War II.
Wow, well, that is quite a skewed perspective on others' careers and passions. If you want to consider being an artist and want to hear more about the program, you can come see me at the program launch.
I appreciate the offer. I will definitely consider it.
Okay.
The encounter with Professor Wazowski left Dolly with a feeling of intrigue and inspiration, and it fueled her to ponder more on what her life would be like if she decided to follow her true passion. Time has passed, and Dolly has spent every waking moment practicing her artistic skills, disregarding the decline in her academic performance as a med student. Even though she continued indulging in her love for painting and frequently interacted with Professor Wazowski, Dolly didn't dare cross over to the art program for fear of what her parents would say.
I must say, I feel like these 2 pieces are my best work yet.
Now that you are nearing completion, they look even better than I could have imagined.
Thank you, Professor. I'm happy with how they came out. Yet I can say I'm completely satisfied with them.
Such is the world of art. There's always a feeling of never being completely satisfied with our work, but it's okay. You have to remember art's bigger purpose. We make it for ourselves just as much as we make it for other people. In a way that's how art gets its value. Of course, there is monetary value, but how much it means to you, it's something that you have to decide for yourself.
I've thought about that before. In a way, the process of painting is almost therapeutic. I don't know how else to put it into words, but I'm sure you know what I mean.
I do. That is the lure of the arts, my dear. I've been meaning to tell you about a small event taking place here at the Institute. They're exhibiting artwork from local aspiring students. It's a nice event, open to the public. Everyone who attends gets to vote for the top 3 artists of the night. Then whoever wins enters a final draw where the deans of the college pick a winner.
Is that so? What does the winner of the exhibition receive?
The winner is presented with a personalized plaque, but most importantly, they're also awarded with a full scholarship for the art program. The winning students hold degrees covered so long as they maintain a good standing in the art program. I've seen your amazing talent at work, especially with these 2 stunning paintings. You have a high chance of winning. I think you should take the opportunity and show the world your hidden talent.
I'm not gonna lie, even though the idea frightens me, I would love to actually do it. I never thought I would be participating in anything like this.
So, what do you say? You should invite your parents to the exhibition so they can see how talented you are and perhaps have change of heart when they see your paintings.
Okay, I'll do it. I would love to be part of it. Just tell me what I have to do.
In awe of the daunting task she has taken on, Dolly couldn't stop thinking about being part of the exhibition. She felt a warm thrill inside of her stomach as if butterflies were fluttering about inside her. The exhibition hall is bustling with people enjoying the pleasant arrangement of the event. Laughter fills the air, and at every site it is full of enjoyment with food and refreshments. Dolly is standing by her artwork. Feeling nervous, she came early to get a feel of the ambiance, but the ceaseless attention from the crowd has kept her busy answering questions. Under her joyful expression, she's worried that her parents may not attend, or even worse, attend and show disappointment. As she is speaking to a student from a neighboring college, Dolly's parents suddenly reveal their presence across the room. Dolly feels frozen with fear for a split second before addressing them.
All right, Dolly, I've been calling you. We had difficulty finding this place.
Oh, don't listen to him, darling. We parked the car and followed all the other people walking here. My goodness, this is bigger than I expected. Why have you brought us here?
Didn't you have an exam for biochemistry?
Oh, you had an exam today? No wonder you look faint. Dolly's flustered with all the questions and the commotion, not knowing where to start with the questions.
Do I? Oh, the exam went great. I'm glad you all were able to attend.
Good evening. You must be Dolly's parents.
Good evening. Forgive me, you are?
Mom, Dad, this is Professor Wasowski, the one who has been mentoring me.
Nice to meet you. Which field of medicine do you work in?
Oh no, I'm not in medicine. I'm art professor.
Oh, wonderful. It must be an extracurricular.
Not at all. We have a fully established art program here at this university that is renowned.
Sometimes I'm surprised art degrees are still a thing. When I see a vagrant in the street, I'm not sure if he's homeless or in between art classes.
Dad,
Forgive my husband's words, Professor. His sense of humor can be quite dry.
That's not a problem. Art is subjective, and even while being scoffed at or misunderstood, one can make a very fulfilling and profitable career out of it.
Can't argue against that. Although why some work sell for as much as they do is beyond me.
Well, what price would you put on Dolly's work?
Dolly's work?
Both parents look confused as Dolly anticipates their response.
Mom, Dad, the paintings on this wall are mine. These two paintings are my most recent work.
I encourage Dolly to exhibit her work here today. I think she's a wonderful artist, one of the best young painters I've come across in a long time.
That's great to hear, but I hope she's not getting distracted with this sort of thing. She's a med student, you know. She needs to focus on that so that she can be part of our legacy in this honorable line of work.
The paintings look nice, darling.
Don't encourage her. Every minute she spent doing that is a time she could have allocated to her studies.
Dolly is embarrassed at the turn of events. She can't bring herself to look into their piercing gazes.
Dolly has a good chance of winning today's event. If she does, that could mean great things for her.
Like what?
Doesn't matter. This is all a distraction, a phase. You are too old to be playing with paint, dear.
I'm sorry, Professor Wasowski. This might have been a mistake.
Don't apologize, my dear. You owe it to yourself to give it a go.
I'm glad my daughter has the conscience to recognize her mistakes early. Good to meet you, Professor. Best of luck with your career. Dolly, we will discuss this at home.
Along with feeling disappointed and frustrated, Dolly felt more lost than ever between the choices she needs to make for her future. Once the event ended, Dolly returned back home. She couldn't stop thinking about what she was going to tell her parents regarding the embarrassment they made her go through earlier, but she was ready to fight for her ground if necessary.
You know you're coming back home from your own daughter's art exhibition, right? Are you not gonna say anything?
I want to refrain from commenting on the situation you have created by having us attend an event we do not support.
We have invested hundreds of thousands of dollars for you to become a doctor, not a cheap independent artist selling her own paintings. It would be a waste to gamble your future in art when you could have a future in medicine.
I understand that you have this little hobby, honey, but it is not a viable pursuit regarding your future.
Is that gonna be all that you're gonna tell me? I hid this passion of mine from my own parents, knowing you wouldn't open your heart to this one thing that I love.
Since you were born, your future has always been set. It is our lineage, the family legacy, and an honorable profession.
An unfair expectation to have for your only child and daughter to be unhappy and do as you please.
What made you expect a different outcome from us? We have always been transparent with our expectations and gave you no other notion.
I knew it. I always knew it. You will never be happy if I don't do as you say. But you know what? I'm tired of putting your happiness over mine. I should know, but I figure I will try to let you into my world and see the beauty in art the way I do. I hope you wouldn't gain an appreciation for it once you saw my art being recognized and praised.
Dolly gets a call from Professor Wasowski.
Hello? What? No way. Okay, thank you so much. I will talk to you later.
Dolly hangs up the phone and with a sense of excitement and hesitation, she contemplates in mere microseconds and prepares to make the ultimate life-altering decision.
Mom, Dad, I know you disapprove of me being an artist and have invested a lot into what you deem will give me a successful career for me. I'm happy to tell you that I won the art exhibit competition and was granted a full scholarship until I graduate. I won't ask you to invest in my future more than you already have, and I appreciate all you have done and what you thought was the best for me. But I have not only proven it to you, but most importantly to myself, that I can follow what makes me happy and attempt to make something of myself without your aid and control that comes with it. I know your stance on this matter, but if you want to have a relationship with your daughter, you know it will take a change of heart. If not, you know where to find me.
Dolly proceeded to her room to start packing her belongings, determined that from now on she was going to follow her heart and wouldn't let anyone undermine her purpose and happiness. Ophelia and James are stunned by the sudden turn of events and are silent from the feeling of being blindsided. They look at each other and realize what they are at the risk of losing. Their eyes were fixed on each other and their expression read somber defeat. The end.